Hi, it's Paul here from ShareScope, and today I'll be looking at the PE ratio. Now, what is the PE ratio? Well, the PE ratio tells you how much the market is willing to pay for every £1 of profit a company generates. The higher the PE, the more valuable the market thinks the company is. So, how's it calculated? Well, the PE measures the share price of a company against its profit. So, it's calculated as price per share divided by earnings per share. And it will give you an indication as to whether the share price is deemed too expensive or reasonably priced. Use the PE ratio when comparing different companies. Here's a simplified example. So take two stocks that have the same share price, let's call it £12. Stock A has earnings per share of 30p, whereas stock B is generating more profit. It has earnings per share of 60p. So let's follow that PE calculation, and then we see that stock A's PE ratio is 40, while stock B has a lower PE ratio of 20. Stock A's share price is 40 times the earnings, hence the interpretation that you're effectively paying £40 for every £1 of profit generated. Stock B's share price is 20 times the earnings, so you're effectively paying £20 for every £1 of profit. So what sort of PE are we typically looking for? Well, based on that example, a lower PE is generally considered favourable to investors, and that's because they're looking for a value share price. But be cautious, a low PE could also mean that investors aren't convinced there's much value in a company, and therefore they're just not willing to pay much for it. So does that mean that high PE ratios are bad? Well, not necessarily, and in fact, it often means that the market thinks the company is worthy of that higher share price. Justification for that tends to stem from future earnings potential. Think of it this way, you'd probably be willing to pay a higher price for a stock on the basis that there's going to be some decent profits in the year ahead. And if you wanted to factor in future earnings in your analysis, you could instead use the forecast PE. It's calculated in the same way as before, except you're now measuring that share price against the forecast profit. So some companies don't have a PE. And a commonly asked question is, where are those PE figures? Why are they missing? Well, I've had a quick look at the market. I see about 30 companies on the FTSE 250 that do not have a PE. And what they all have in common is not one of them were able to deliver a profit. Now, that's according to their most recent year-end figures. Remember, the calculation is price divided by earnings, but none of those companies have any earnings, which is why there's no PE figure. So there you have it, a quick explanation of what the PE ratio is and some of the ways you can use it in your analysis. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments section below. And if you found this video useful, please like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next time.